Hello! Welcome to May Reading Wrap Up. I want to point out I am in my eBay reselling room. I resell as a hobby. You're gonna see stuff over here that's listed on eBay. And then behind me, those are my nails. I do gel nails. Right now I've got Winnie the Pooh. I do my own gel nails. So you're gonna see, this is also my nail room where I do my nails. So anyway, it looks a little cluttered. I'm sorry. But this is a multi-purpose room. Okay, so let's get into May wrap up. So I wanted to point out, this is gonna be a two-part video. I got a little overwhelmed, and I am not complaining in any way, but I just got a little overwhelmed between my library holds on Libby for audiobooks, and then my NetGalley. I'm new to NetGalley, okay? I didn't realize when I started requesting books that they would approve so many of them. So I'm like, holy cow, what? There's too many to get through, you guys. So I am by no means complaining. I just didn't know. I thought I would get approved for nothing, and they did. They were generous. They approved several things. So part one of this video is going to be only about the audiobooks. So this video is going to be only audiobooks that I listened to, a combination of, they're all going to be Libby, stuff I got on the Libby app, and then NetGalley. And then I'm going to have my part two video is going to go over the physical books and the ebooks that I read. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay. So I have my handy dandy notebook where I write down my notes. All right, so for my May TBR, here's what I have for audiobooks. I did not get to Before Your Memory Fades, which is the third book in the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series. I'm gonna move that over to my June TBR. I just didn't have time to get through that audiobook. So the first book I did listen to was The Amalfi Curse by Sarah Penner. I gave that 4 stars. Okay, so this book features a dual timeline. We've got 2 POVs. So we've got one POV that's in the 1800s. She's like a female, she's witchy. This is where the curse comes from. If you're wondering about the Amalfi Curse, it comes from the 1800s. We've got some witchy ladies. We've got some piracy going on, treasure. Oh yes, okay. And then the present day point of view is also a female, but she's like in present time, and she is hunting for treasure. Right at the beginning of the book, her father dies, like right when he thinks he has found treasure in the Amalfi Coast, which, by the way, I had to Google where the heck is the Amalfi Coast. It's Italy. Look it up. This audiobook said something in the recording about a PDF that you can download, which the library didn't have a PDF for me to download. I don't know what it is. I tried to find it, but because I didn't purchase the audiobook, I was like, what is this PDF that I should be looking at? I'm not sure if it was a map or character list or something else. So I just looked up a map of the Amalfi Coast and got my information from Google. So I don't know if I missed out on something, but yeah. So in the present time, this woman's father's died, who is a treasure hunter, and she's trying to find the treasure because he died. And like on his deathbed, he's like, you've got to find this treasure. You've got to do it. And so she's trying to find it. She's also like, there's a love interest going on. Yeah. So, and then we're going back and forth between like these witchy ladies from the 1800s to the present time. There's also some witchy ladies. So if you're into witchy stories, this might be for you. Yeah, definitely some magic and some witchiness is what I put in here. Okay, so that's it for my notes. As far as the witchy vibes, it's not like a dark witchy vibe so much. I've read some books that are like go into like scary, deep, dark magic. This is not it. It's more, I would say, a little more lighthearted, but at the same time, like, there's a girl that goes missing that's like kidnapped and stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, I really liked it. I gave it 4 stars. Next audiobook is A House with Good Bones. Oh my goodness, I really enjoyed this one too. 4 stars. This one is by T. Kingfisher. Definitely gave this a 4 stars. I struggled with, is it a 4 or a 5, but I landed on 4. Okay, so this one is horror. T. Kingfisher is known for her horror. We've got a haunted house vibe. We've got humor. So this one was actually pretty funny, which I love a good horror that also interjects some humor into the story. T. Kingfisher is so good at doing that, which always gains points from me. Like, I like a good horror, but if there's some, it's okay. So it's a haunted house vibe, right? You're thinking, you start this book and you're kind of like, okay, is this a haunted house? Is the old lady who lives in the house, is she kind of crazy? What's going on here? Like, it's hard to kind of, you're not sure at first, right? And so it's about this woman that goes to live with her mom for a while, just temporarily, while she's in between jobs. And she's also trying to figure out, is the house haunted that my mom lives in? I grew up in this house. It was never haunted when I lived here. What is going on? Or she's also thinking maybe my mom has dementia and she's doing some weird stuff that is making me think maybe the house is haunted. This is totally weird. Now, her mom totally denies anything supernatural going on in the house. So she's kind of like, what is going on? So anytime something weird, spooky, creepy happens in the house, the adult daughter is like, am I crazy? Did I imagine this? What in the heck is going on here? And so she's kind of like making fun of herself, which is where the humor comes in. And I just found it to be so cute, so funny, but it's also a horror, so it's scary. Like, if I was in this situation, I would be so freaked out. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. I'm making it sound cute and funny, but it's also, it is creepy. And, it's very mysterious. Like, it keeps you guessing throughout the whole book. You're like, is this a haunted house or not? What is going on here? So the end of the book, you do figure out what's going on. Some books leave open-ended. This is not open-ended. You figure out what's going on. And yeah, it's, creepy AF at the end. So yeah, it was good. I really liked it. Pick it up if you have some time, or listen to the audiobook like I did through the library. Okay, next one up is The Last Book Club. This was an ARC that NetGalley sent me on audio, and I gave this 3.5 stars. I rounded it up to 4 on Goodreads. So Joanne Rock is the author. So this is a brand new book. This is a thriller. It's about friendship and about a best friend that goes missing. And so a woman goes missing, an adult woman goes missing, and the best friend is desperately trying to figure out, oh, sorry, she doesn't go missing. She is in a hit and run. And the best friend is trying to figure out who hit my friend and just left her there to die, because that's basically what happened. The police have basically said, oh, this was an accident, hit and run. We don't know who did it. Case closed. She's dead. Sorry. No. The best friend is like, oh, no, you didn't. So she is like determined to infiltrate her deceased friend's life and figure out who did this to her. So like the best friend moves into the neighborhood, and I don't want to give too much away. This hasn't been released yet, but like she meets the neighbors. She meets her friends that she had, and all this stuff, trying to figure out who killed my friend, because they need to pay. And then, so yeah, the book is called The Last Book Club. So she does get invited to the like community book club, and things happen at this book club. And she starts to realize, okay, something's going on with this exclusive book club. You have to be invited. You can't just like join. You have to be invited to this exclusive book club. What's going on here? So she's very suspicious of that, and that ties into the title of the book. It was really good. When it comes to thrillers, they're usually mid to fast paced. I would say it's about mid pacing. Some parts are faster paced than others. But yeah, it was great. I would definitely recommend. Okay, so I just have two more. So The Last Daughter of Highdown Hall. This was another NetGalley ebook that I listened to. Really enjoyed this one as well. So The Last Daughter of Highdown Hall is by Kathy Hayward. 4 stars. I'm going to put up the release dates on the screen so you can find out when you can listen to them, or buy the book, listen to the book. Again, the narrator for this one was really good because I listened to it on audiobook. This one's a mystery. I would say not thriller, it's more mystery. So the pacing is more of a mystery pacing. Think kind of like Agatha Christie sort of style of pacing. So I would say mid. Family drama, definitely a lot of family drama, family history going on in this book. And there's lots of family secrets that you start to find out. They start to unravel throughout this book. And if I remember correctly, this one had, I was gonna say it has dual timelines. It kind of does, because the mom in the book is has just passed away, and I think it's the youngest or the oldest daughter. I don't know. I think there's 3 daughters. One of the daughters has spent years taking care of her mom, who was not doing so well health-wise. And she is very upset when she finds out what the mom left her in her will. Okay. Most of the story is what she's going through, and then her 2 sisters come after the mom dies, and then what they're all going through together, mourning the loss of their mom. And then we're also hearing about a little bit about the mom's point of view before she died, like the family history. We really get into that, which there's some tea. There is some tea in there. Okay. There's some family drama, and you find out later in the book what this is all about, and things start to fall into place and make more sense. So yeah, really, really enjoyed this one. 4, maybe even a 4.5 stars. I really liked this book. Highly recommend. Okay, so let's move on to our last audiobook. Our final audiobook is Hidden Pictures. This one's by Jason Rekulak. I have such a hard time with last names. I gave this one 4 stars as well. This one is a thriller. I would say pretty fast-paced. It's about a 5-year-old boy. Well, okay, so there's a 5-year-old boy. The parents are looking for a nanny. They hire a nanny, and the book is about the nanny's point of view. Okay, so she's watching this 5-year-old boy. He is making these drawings of like a dead woman, and like weird drawings. Okay, like not normal stuff for a 5-year-old. And it's freaking out the nanny. She's bringing it up to the parents. The parents are like, just get over it, lady. He has an imaginary friend. Just let him draw his imaginary friend. So yeah, it turns out he's drawing his imaginary friend, but why is she dead? Like in his drawings. This is weird. Because yeah, it's just weird, right? And so the nanny is trying to kind of just ignore that, but he'll talk to his imaginary friend, and it just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Then she starts to kind of notice things about this family. Also, in the neighborhood, so she's a live-in nanny, and she starts talking to some of the neighbors. The neighbors start telling her some interesting historical facts about this house that she's living in with this family. And she's starting to think, could this house be haunted, or could this little boy be like possessed? Things are not always what they seem. Okay. So really good. I loved the pacing. I loved the narrator on this one too. Would totally recommend if you're into thrillers. Yeah. So that's it. That is my audiobook reading wrap up. Looks like there were 5 books. And yeah, so I just have the one book that I'll be moving on to my June TBR for audiobooks. But yeah, so in part 2, I'm going to go over my physical books and my ebooks that I read. I also, on another note, I did start a PangoBooks account. My my handle on there is @Emily Barbara. I'm going to put that up on the screen. I would love it if anyone's interested. Just go check it out. See what you think about, I'm new to Pango. What do you think about my pricing? What do you think about my photos and all that stuff? I would love some criticism. Whatever advice you want to give me on Pango would be great. But so far, I'm having a fun time listing books on there because it is so easy. I'm used to eBay, and it definitely takes me longer to list my eBay books compared to listing on Pango. So yeah, you guys have a wonderful week and look for part 2. Bye.